Hi, this is Rebecca Coleman for The Art of the Business, and today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on Twitter. And I just want to show you some of the real basics of Twitter. I want to show you a little around Twitter a little bit, and show you sort of where to find everything, and then show you a few basic things like how to send a tweet. So this is my main Twitter stream right here. If you go to twitter.com and you're signed in as me, which I currently am, this is essentially what you'll see. What you'll see right here in this stream, this is my main Twitter stream. So just since I started recording this video a few seconds ago, as you can see, I've already had 12 new tweets. This is everything that anybody is tweeting at me, or that is tweeting to their followers right now. So you can have a look through this and see what kinds of interesting things people are tweeting. You may want to retweet something, or you may see a tweet that you find really interesting that you want to reply to, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Next up, come over here and click on your username. And then what this will do is it'll show you your own personal Twitter page, which is also twitter.com/Rebecca Coleman or twitter.com/ whatever your username is. I'll show you a few things on this page. This large image here is called the cover image, and what you do is when you write your bio will go over top of it. So choose an image here that you feel like represents you nicely, and then you can you also have a profile picture as well. This is my bio. This is my Twitter username at Rebecca Coleman. My little bio, where I'm located, and a link to my website. You'll also see the amount of tweets that I've sent in my lifetime, how many people I'm following, and how many people are following me. And then when you scroll down here, you'll see every tweet that I've ever sent in my entire life, if you want to, which you probably don't because that's a really long time. What this is over here, these are my direct messages. So direct messages are tweets that are only seen between two people. They're kind of like an email, and I'll show you how to compose one of those in a second. And then over here you'll see all of my latest photos that I have uploaded to Twitter. If you want to see in more detail who I'm following and what my followers are, you can click on these. And you can also see what lists you've been added to by simply clicking on here. Okay, so this is my personal page. This is my account. You can sort of learn a lot about a person by looking at them. And what I'll often do is I'll often look at someone's account and see whether or not I think I might want to follow them back. And I will if I feel like we have something in common and they seem interesting and they have things to say. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do some basic stuff, how to do some basic things on Twitter. So when you click the home button, it will take you to your Twitter stream. And then if you want to compose a tweet, you have two options. One is to do it right here. And you can just say, "Hi world," or whatever it is that you want to say. You have a couple of options here. This allows you to attach a photograph, and this allows you to select the location where you're at. So drop a pin, essentially, to the location of where you're at. And then when you're done, you just click tweet. Now you only have 140 characters, so Twitter will do a countdown for you because you only have 140 characters. That's one way to send a tweet. The other way to send a tweet is to come up here into this corner and click on this blue thing that looks like a little fountain pen, and you could write your tweet through here. Once you're done writing your tweet, literally you just click the tweet button and it will go out to anybody who's following you on Twitter. So now that you've sent your first tweet, what if someone is trying to speak to you on Twitter and have a conversation with you? What you need to do is you need to check up here under your @connect button. What your @connect button does is anytime someone's trying to have a conversation with you on Twitter, you'll see that tweet show up here. And here's how for you to try to have a conversation with someone on Twitter. What you want to do, you can do it two different ways. So let me do a response to Naveen. So Naveen just sent me a tweet, and she said this to me. Now, if I want to respond to her, I have two options. One thing I can do is I can click reply, And then a little box pops up down here, and you'll see there's an @ symbol and her username, and then an @ symbol and the username of the other person that was included in the conversation. And what you're able to do is now I can just type to her and I'll say something like, oh no, don't tell me. Say, oh no, don't tell me they're making you do my edits. And then I can send this to her. And so what happens now is when I send this tweet, it will go out in my regular Twitter stream, but when she goes to check her @connect button, she'll see that tweet under her Twitter stream and she'll know that I am trying to have a conversation with her and talk to her, and she'll be able to respond to me. The other way that you can send an @mention to someone is by composing a new tweet and then just really simply writing in the @ symbol and their username. So say I want to send a tweet to a friend of mine. What I can do is I can really just simply, you type the @ symbol and then you write their Twitter username. So I'm going to send something to my friend Farzana. And because I've already written a tweet to my friend Farzana before, her name comes up. It gets automatically populated in this list of people that I follow. So you can click on that, and then you can, I'm going to say to her, how's your day going? And then I can tweet that. And again, the same thing will happen is when she goes in and checks her @connects, she'll see that I'm trying to have a conversation with her and she'll be able to reply to me. The important thing to remember about @mentions is that everyone who follows you in your Twitter stream can see them. And so if you want to say something to someone that you want to say privately and you don't want everybody to see, you need to send that as a direct message. And what you do is you do that by going, there's one of two ways. You can click on compose a new tweet, and instead of doing an @ symbol, you can do a D and then a space. And then what that will do is that will send it to her as a direct message as opposed to as a tweet that everyone in the universe will see. The other way you can send messages is by going up here to the little thing that looks like a gear and go down and click on direct messages. And what that does is that will show you all of your direct messages, and you can also send direct messages as well through here. Another thing that's really popular on Twitter is what's called a retweet. And essentially what a retweet is it's the highest form of a compliment on Twitter. Essentially what it is it's when you see something in your Twitter stream and you like it so much that you want to share it with your followers. It's kind of like forwarding an email, that sort of idea. It's really easy to do a retweet on Twitter, and it's also not easy in some other ways. So I'm going to retweet this one right here by HubSpot. Really simply, all you do is you hover your mouse over here, and what you'll see down here is a bunch of options: expand, reply, retweet, favorite, and buffer, which is a little app that I use, so you won't see that on yours. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally click on retweet, and it will say to me, do I want to retweet this to my followers? And then what I will do is I'll click on retweet, and what it'll do is it'll literally send that tweet out exactly as it was written to all of my followers. The problem with retweeting like this is that you don't get to modify the tweet at all, and sometimes you do want to modify the tweet. So I'm going to show you how to do a manual retweet as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the tweet, including the username. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to come up here and create a new tweet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paste in that tweet that I just copied. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in front of the @ symbol on the HubSpot, I'm going to write RT and a space. And then what that does is that shows everybody that this is a retweet, and then it gives the credit back to the original person who tweeted it. The other thing you may want to do is do what's called an MT, or a modified tweet. An MT is when you have to change the words a little bit so that it fits into the 140 characters. But you can say something like, sometimes when you retweet something you want to say, yeah, or I agree, or something like that. Oh dear, I think I might have sent that tweet actually. Um, and so you can do that and then retweet something and add your own little stamp of approval to it. So what a hashtag is it allows you to thematically group tweets, and it also allows you to search for things that you're interested in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the hash symbol or the number symbol, and then I'm going to type Canucks, and then I'm going to do a search. What this is going to show me is this is going to show me every single person who's out there right now, not just the people I follow, but every single person on Twitter who's out there right now who is tweeting about the Canucks and using the hashtag Canucks. So it's a really great way to meet new people on Twitter because if you're doing a search for something like this, all of these people are using this hashtag, you're gonna find out some really you're gonna find some really interesting new people that you may want to have conversations with or that you may want to follow. So hashtags can be a really great and useful way of doing that.